Can artificial intelligence ever make ethical decisions on our behalf? Or will it always be a reflection of its creator's biases? This is the ethical enigma of AI that we're delving into today: artificial intelligence. It's a term that's been bandied about a lot in recent years, often with a sense of awe and trepidation. As AI becomes increasingly omnipresent, it's playing a growing role in decision-making processes across various sectors. From healthcare to finance, from criminal justice to marketing, AI algorithms are being utilized to make decisions that have profound implications on our lives. But here's where it gets tricky. With this increased influence comes a host of ethical dilemmas. Imagine a self-driving car faced with an unavoidable accident. Should it prioritize the safety of its passengers or pedestrians, or consider an AI recruitment tool? Could it inadvertently favor certain demographics over others, reflecting societal biases in its decision-making? These questions aren't merely hypothetical. They're real, and they're relevant, and they're raising eyebrows in societies around the globe. The ethical implications of AI stretch far beyond these examples. They touch on issues of privacy, accountability, transparency, and fairness. They raise questions about the very nature of decision-making and the values that underpin it. And perhaps most importantly, they challenge us to reflect on our own biases and the role they play in shaping the AI tools we create. As we grapple with these dilemmas, it's crucial to remember that AI, in its current state, is not an independent entity capable of ethical reasoning. It's a tool designed and created by humans, and as such, it's reflections of our own biases and beliefs. It's a mirror, if you will, reflecting back at us the ethical conundrums we must confront. As we delve deeper into this topic, remember, AI in its current state is a mirror reflecting our own biases. Consider the case of the Correctional Offender Management Profiling for Alternative Sanctions, or COMPAS, an AI used to predict criminal recidivism. Now imagine a system that could predict whether an individual is likely to commit a crime in the future. Sounds like a plot straight out of a sci-fi novel, doesn't it? But in reality, such a system did exist, and it was called COMPAS. Developed by Northpoint, a private corporation, COMPAS was an AI system used by courts in the United States to assess the risk of a person committing another crime. The system was designed to help judges make more informed decisions about bail, sentencing, and parole. It did this by examining various factors, including a person's criminal history, age, and gender. However, as the system was put into use, it sparked a major controversy. An investigation by ProPublica, a nonprofit newsroom, in 2016 found that COMPAS was biased against Black defendants. The AI system was more likely to wrongly predict that Black defendants were at a high risk of reoffending. Conversely, it was more likely to incorrectly predict that white defendants posed a low risk. This discovery sent shockwaves throughout the AI community and the justice system. The very tool that was meant to aid in fair decision-making was instead perpetuating harmful racial biases. This led to a flurry of questions and debates about the ethical implications of using AI in such sensitive areas. If an AI system like COMPAS is biased, it can lead to unjust outcomes. It can result in people being unfairly labeled as high risk and possibly receiving harsher sentences, or being denied parole. The COMPAS controversy also highlights the issue of transparency in AI. Northpoint, the company behind COMPAS, has kept the algorithm's workings a secret, citing proprietary reasons. This lack of transparency makes it hard to scrutinize the system and identify potential biases. Furthermore, it brings up the question of accountability. If an AI system makes a mistake or acts in a biased way, who is responsible? The creators of the system, the people who use it, or the AI itself? In the end, the COMPAS controversy serves as a stark reminder of the ethical challenges that come with the use of AI. It underscores the need for careful consideration and regulation when implementing AI systems, especially in areas that directly impact people's lives. This case also emphasizes the importance of transparency and accountability in AI. Without these, we run the risk of creating systems that perpetuate the very biases we seek to eliminate. The COMPAS case highlights the potential for AI systems to perpetuate harmful biases, and it serves as a wake-up call to all of us about the ethical quandaries that come with the increasing use of AI in our society. How can we ensure that AI systems are ethical? Is there a universal ethical framework that AI can follow? These questions are at the heart of the ongoing discourse on artificial intelligence and ethics. Creating a universal ethical framework for AI is a complex task. It's a bit like trying to capture a rainbow in a jar. You can see it, admire its beauty, but it's elusive, ever-changing, and dependent on your perspective. The core challenge lies in the subjectivity of ethics. What's considered ethical varies across cultures, societies, and individuals. It's a construct that's deeply rooted in our values, beliefs, and experiences. Now imagine trying to condense this vast, intricate tapestry of human ethics into a code that an artificial intelligence system can understand and follow. It's not just challenging, it's a monumental task. However, this doesn't mean we should shy away from it. On the contrary, it's a challenge that we must face head-on. Throughout history, humans have been able to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, and this is no different. There's an ongoing debate in the field of AI ethics. Some argue for a rules-based approach, where AI systems are programmed to follow a set of predefined ethical rules. Others advocate for a more flexible, principles-based approach, where AI systems are guided by broad ethical principles and adapt their actions based on the context. But no matter the approach, there's a consensus that the ethical framework for AI must be transparent, accountable, and inclusive. It should respect human rights and dignity, promote fairness and justice, and be open to scrutiny and continuous improvement. Yet it's important to remember that AI, like all technology, is a tool. It's a reflection of its creators and users. Therefore, the ethical responsibility doesn't lie solely with the AI system, but also with the humans who design, deploy, and use it. The challenge lies in creating an ethical framework that is both universally applicable and flexible enough to adapt to new situations. This is the quantum quandary of AI ethics, and it's a challenge that we as a society must confront together. What happens when AI systems reflect the biases of their creators or the data they are trained on? This is not just a rhetorical question, but a real-world issue that is causing serious concern. Bias in AI can lead to a myriad of problems, including discrimination and misinformation, and can amplify existing societal inequities. Let's delve deeper into the issue. Imagine a facial recognition system that's been trained primarily on images of light-skinned individuals. Because of this bias in its training data, the system may struggle to accurately recognize individuals with darker skin tones. This can lead to false identifications and, in certain situations, unwarranted consequences. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. It's a documented issue with real-world repercussions. For instance, in 2020, a man in the United States was wrongfully arrested due to a flawed facial recognition match. AI bias can also lead to discrimination in other areas. For example, AI systems used in hiring processes might favor certain demographics over others if they're trained on data reflecting past hiring decisions. This could perpetuate existing biases in the workforce, making it harder for underrepresented groups to break into certain industries. Beyond discrimination, AI bias can also contribute to the spread of misinformation. Consider an AI algorithm used by a social media platform to decide which posts to show in a user's feed. If this algorithm is trained on data that includes a high proportion of false or misleading information, it could end up amplifying these inaccuracies, leading to a skewed understanding of reality. Moreover, AI bias can exacerbate existing societal inequities. If an AI system used in law enforcement or judicial decision-making is trained on biased data, say data that reflects systemic racial disparities in arrests or sentencing, it could end up perpetuating these disparities. This could lead to a vicious cycle where biased AI systems reinforce and exacerbate existing biases in society. Addressing AI bias is no small task. It requires a concerted effort from AI developers, policymakers, and society at large. It involves not only technical solutions like improving the diversity of training data, but also policy changes and increased scrutiny of AI systems. We need to ensure that AI is developed and used in a way that is fair, equitable, and free from harmful biases. In conclusion, while AI holds immense potential to improve our lives in countless ways, we must also be cognizant of the potential pitfalls. Bias in AI is a significant issue that can lead to discrimination, misinformation, and the amplification of societal inequities. As we continue to develop and deploy these systems, it is crucial that we do so with an eye towards minimizing and addressing these biases. AI bias can have serious consequences, from perpetuating discrimination to spreading misinformation. This is not just a challenge, but an opportunity to create a more equitable future with the help of AI, as long as we are willing to confront and address these biases head-on. Transparency is often cited as a solution to AI's ethical issues, but how effective is it really? Transparency in AI ethics is akin to a glass house, where the inner workings of artificial intelligence systems are made visible and understandable to people. This visibility can lead to increased trust, as it allows users to understand why an AI system makes certain decisions. For instance, let's consider a loan approval system. If the system rejects an application, the applicant should be able to understand why. Without transparency, they're left in the dark, breeding mistrust and potentially leading to accusations of bias or discrimination. But transparency isn't just about trust, it's also about accountability. If an AI system makes a wrong decision, transparency allows us to trace back the steps and identify where the error occurred. This is crucial in high-stakes domains, such as healthcare or autonomous vehicles, where AI decisions can have life-altering consequences. However, it's important to remember that transparency is not a one-size-fits-all solution. For starters, AI systems can be complex and difficult to understand, even for experts. This complexity can make transparency a challenging goal. Moreover, transparency can sometimes conflict with other ethical considerations. For example, making an AI system transparent might expose sensitive data, posing a risk to privacy. Moreover, transparency alone doesn't guarantee fairness. An AI system can be transparent and still produce biased outcomes if the data it was trained on was biased. There's also the question of how much transparency is enough. Too little, and users might not trust the system. Too much, and they could be overwhelmed with information, leading to confusion rather than clarity. In conclusion, while transparency plays a crucial role in AI ethics, it's not a silver bullet. It's a complex, multifaceted issue that requires a balanced approach, taking into account other ethical considerations such as fairness, accountability, and privacy. Transparency alone is not a panacea for AI's ethical issues, but it's a start. As we venture further into the AI age, what does the future hold for AI and ethics? In the coming years, we can expect AI ethics to evolve and expand, tackling new territories and addressing more complex dilemmas. As artificial intelligence becomes increasingly integrated into our society, its ethical framework will inevitably become more intricate and nuanced. One future development we might foresee is the establishment of international AI ethics standards and regulations. Just like human rights, AI ethics could transcend national boundaries and become universally recognized. These standards would ensure that AI systems respect human dignity and privacy, promote fairness, and avoid harm. However, agreeing on these standards will not be easy. Different cultures have different ethical norms and values. Reconciling these differences into a universal ethical framework for AI will be a monumental task. Yet it is a challenge we must face, as the benefits and implications of AI are global. Moreover, as AI systems become more advanced, we will grapple with increasingly complex ethical challenges. For instance, autonomous vehicles must make split-second decisions in life-threatening situations. How should they prioritize safety? How should they choose between two undesirable outcomes? These are questions we will need to answer. In addition, the rise of superintelligent AI systems could bring about profound ethical quandaries. If an AI surpasses human intelligence, how do we ensure it aligns with human values? How do we prevent it from causing harm? These are not just theoretical concerns. They are real issues we may have to confront in the not-so-distant future. Furthermore, we must also consider the ethics of AI development itself. Should there be restrictions on AI research and development to prevent misuse? Who should have the authority to make these decisions? These are critical questions that will shape the future of AI ethics. The path to ethical AI is fraught with challenges, but it's a journey we must undertake. Not just because it's right, but because our future depends on it. As we continue to chart this unexplored territory, let us strive to create AI systems that not only enhance our lives, but also uphold our values and respect our rights. The ethical implications of AI are complex and far-reaching, demanding our attention and action. With every innovation, we must strive to navigate the labyrinth of ethical quandaries that AI presents. This isn't just about today or tomorrow, but about the future we're shaping for generations to come. So, how can you play a part in this? Engage in the conversation. Read, learn, and keep yourself informed about the latest developments in AI. Participate in forums and discussions, and don't hesitate to voice your thoughts and concerns. Advocate for transparency, fairness, and accountability in AI systems. Question the status quo. Push for ethical frameworks and regulations that put humanity at the forefront. The quantum quandary of AI's ethical dilemma is not one to be solved in isolation. It's a collective endeavor. Remember, the future of AI and ethics is in our hands. It's up to us to shape it.